Today I've just randomly decided I'm gonna do like my makeup and do kind of like a Q&A. I've just asked you guys on my Instagram to just answer, to ask me a bunch of questions for me to answer. So I'm basically just going to start doing that while I do my makeup. I'm going to start with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. First question, what has been your favorite age so far and when are you afraid to get old? Okay, so I'm afraid to get old like now. Just because I'm in an age where I guess, you know, people around my age start settling down, having kids, getting married and all that, and I just feel like I'm so not ready for that. But I'm not really stressed about it or anything like that. Like, I'm not worried. It's just like, oh my god, like it's that age now where like kind of your life starts to like change again. So I guess it changes like, you know, throughout high school, then after high school, and then I feel like, yeah, at this age it's like, I don't know, it's just like the dynamic changes a little. And my favorite age, I think my favorite, that's hard to say because it just depends, but I think my favorite age was like 19, or between 17 and 19. Like I really enjoyed those like 3 years, 2 years. Kind of like now as well, like this is like a really good age because you get to like be responsible and stuff. For foundation, I'm just mixing NARS and Giorgio Armani. This is in the shade 9 and this is in the shade Stromboli. Do I ever struggle with body confidence issues? You're perfect, love you. Love you too. Yes, of course I do. I mean, I have a bad habit of like comparing my body, because I'm 25, so I'm going through like, I think I'm just going through that stage where I guess my body's changing into a woman's body, and that happened late for me. So for me, it's about accepting that, like, you know, my hips aren't that small anymore that they were even a year or two ago, and it is harder to like get rid of that extra flab like on the lower part of your stomach and my thighs and all of that kind of thing. So while I struggle with kind of, I try not to compare myself to, you know, others on the internet, because I know that Instagram is like fake in that sense. Like I know that everyone's bodies are like either, you know, they're either edited or, you know, it's just a good angle or good lighting, or, you know, maybe they've only eaten one meal that day because they had their photo shoot, so of course their body's gonna look like that. Or I don't know, maybe they're just like super fit, who knows. But I just try not to compare myself to Instagram or anything like that, because I know that it's not real. Like what you see on there isn't real life a lot of the time. Like, not saying that everyone isn't, but yeah. So I guess I have a bad habit of comparing my body to my own body from like a year or two ago, when I was like a teenager, and I was like, why isn't it like that anymore? But yeah, it's just about accepting and just not focusing on what your body used to be, but on what it is now and how you can get it the best it can be now, in terms of eating healthy, exercising, and just taking care of it and having balance and a healthy relationship with food and exercise. Not doing it as a chore or like because you hate your body, but because you love your body. What is my fave meal to order? Oh, poke bowl. Poke bowls are my favorite. I get like raw salmon with like cucumber, carrot, seaweed, salad, avocado, like the roasted sesame dressing. It's so good. It's my favorite ever. Are you really happy in your relationship? Yes, I am. What lip color? I'll tell you what lip color that me and Isabel wore in my last pic. I'm actually going to use it in this. For bronzer, I'm just going to use my Hoola bronzer. Oh, just got it all under my nail. Oh my god, that makes me cringe so bad. So how often do I work out, and what kind of exercise do I usually do? Okay, so I work out, I would say 3 times a week. Maybe 4 if I'm lucky, but I do PTing with my personal trainer twice a week, usually with Jono. He's amazing. I definitely see results with that. And then I'll do either like yoga or Pilates or my own workout, or I'll go for like a walk or something like that on top of that. And then when I'm on the Gold Coast, because I kind of fluctuate between Sydney and the Gold Coast a lot because my boyfriend lives on the Gold Coast and he is also a personal trainer, so when I'm there, then I usually work out every single day that I'm there. I'm just going to use my Napoleon Mosaic bronzer. So I use like 3 different bronzers. I'm not sure if you guys knew from like my other makeup videos, but I always use like a contouring one, which is like the Hoola one, and then I use like a more like orangey one, which is this one. This is more for like warming up my face. You can see how it just adds instant warmth. My third bronzer I use is the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. I've had this for like 2 years and it's lasting forever. Like I don't even think I've hit halfway yet. It's the best. I like doing this style of exercise that Will taught me, and it's basically like you do like a weight kind of exercise and then you do like a cardio and then a weight one and a cardio one. So it kind of just like breaks it up and keeps your heart rate up, and yeah, I don't know, I just enjoy that the most. Okay, there's a few questions about cardia. How's living with cardia? It's really good. As you can see, I am here. How did you guys meet? You have such a great friendship. So Cardia and I, funnily enough, we met at, I'm just going to put on some blush. I'm just going to use this like Benefit one. California. We met in 2014 or 2015. Oh yeah, it would have been like 4 or 5 years ago. We met at one of Cody Simpson's parties. So I used to be friends with Cody, and I think Cardia was just like randomly there. So we met, we had followed each other on Instagram for ages, and I guess like at this party we just like went up to each other and were like, oh my god, hey, like, are you so and so? Like I've been following you for ages. And then, but that's not how we really became friends. That's just the night we met. We became friends because she started coming to Sydney heaps before she moved here, and I lived here. I lived in Bondi, and I offered her to come stay with me and to come hang out. And basically she ended up coming like almost like every second weekend or something. She came for ages, and she'd come for like chunks at a time, like on her school holidays when she was still in school, just staying with me heaps, and we just became really close like that. And then we went to Coachella together, and then you know, she'd come to the I moved back to the Gold Coast for a bit, and she'd come to the Gold Coast, and we'd just hang out heaps. And yeah, that's pretty much how we became close. We're just really weird people, so I think we get along because we're just really strange. Like if you really know us, we're just actual like kids and actual weirdos. But why I'm so bad at multitasking. I'm like makeup talking. My main breakfast option at the moment is like 2 fried eggs with salt and pepper, bit of tomato sauce, and then I also pan fry tomatoes and mushrooms, and then I'll have like a quarter of an avocado, and that'll be my breakfast with a coffee. Or it'll be oats with like so I make them on water and coconut milk, and then on top I'll do like pumpkin seeds, cacao nibs, roasted almonds, bit of peanut butter, and some fresh berries like strawberries and blueberries, and maybe some banana, depends. I haven't been eating banana that much lately. I kind of like cut it out. Well, for starters, my boyfriend's allergic to them and he's also allergic to nuts. That's why I've been eating like eggs a lot, because yeah, pretty much I can't eat nuts when I'm around him. He's anaphylactic, so that's fun. Dinners, I'll always have like either salmon and veggies, so it'll be like salmon, pumpkin, broccoli, zucchini, asparagus, and like green beans, and like some oven, like I put tomatoes in the oven as well and like roast them like cherry tomatoes. Or I love making chili prawn linguine, but instead of pasta I make zucchini noodles instead, or zucchini pasta. Do I still live in Sydney, and where is my boyfriend from? Yes, I still live in Sydney. I do bounce back and forth between Gold Coast and Sydney. I feel like I live in both. But yeah, no, I live in Sydney. My boyfriend lives on the Gold Coast, so hence why I'm always bouncing back and forth. But I don't mind, because my good friends live on the Gold Coast as well. And then I've also got like my good friends here, like obviously like Cardia, Josh, like Genevieve, like few other friends here. So yeah, I really do kind of enjoy living a bit of a double life. It's fun. It's a little exhausting, but it's fun. I'm just going to use honey butter from, this is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. I'm just going to run that. Then I'm just going to take chocolate cookie. This is like my go-to kind of like makeup look at the moment. I'm going to just put that more on the outer corner. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of both, and I'm just going to blend that under. Now I'm just going to take a little bit from over my eyelid. So for eyeliner, I'm just going to use like a brown pencil and I'm just going to like smoke it out. I'm sorry, Izzy's calling me. I'm always like so bad at picking up phone calls because I'm either always with people or doing something, and I'm so sorry, Izzy. You'll see why. Oh, here we go. What's it like being BF with such a fun person like Izzy? Aww. She is one of the most beautiful humans ever. She is such a caring friend. We've known each other since we've literally known each other for, she was like 5 and I would have been like 10. We've known each other forever because our mums are best friends, but we just only started becoming really close recently, and we're like, what the hell, where have you been my whole life? But I guess it was just the right timing to, you know, be old enough, because there is a bit of an age gap with us. But yeah, I absolutely adore Izzy, and oh my god, has I been crooked the whole time? That would annoy the shit out of my boyfriend. What is your goal? Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? That would make me 30. That's a little scary. I'd see myself being married. Probably maybe like 1 kid on the way. I would hopefully have my own business and have traveled the world as much as I could have by that age, because, you know, once you have kids and stuff, you then have them as your priority. Do my lips with Hover MAC lip liner. That is the secret lip liner to the photos of me and Izzy. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? I really want to go to Europe, which I am next year. I'm planning to go. One of my best friends is getting married in Paris, so Will and I are gonna we're planning to go to Coachella and then fly straight from like LA to Italy first. We want to live there, so we're gonna like try to explore Italy for a little bit, see like which area like we're gonna like the most, and then go to Paris for the wedding, and then, sorry, I'm just like fixing myself as I'm talking, I feel that's rude. Back to Italy, and then like travel Europe and stuff like that. So Will and I kind of plan on living in Europe for, he says 6 months, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, we want to live there for at least like 3 to 4 months, maybe 6. Can I do a meetup on the Gold Coast? Oh, I feel like no one would come if I did a meetup, but I don't know. I feel like no one knows who I am, so that, I don't know, it's weird. How did you and your boyfriend start dating? So we have known each other for like 8 years, and we've kind of been like friends for 8 years, but not close friends. Like, it's just like we were friends, but we like kept a distance, and we established that we've always like had some sort of connection ever since like we've known each other, but neither of us acted on it because of certain reasons throughout the 8 years. But basically I broke up with my ex-boyfriend at the start of this year, and then yeah, I guess a couple of months later, like, I started doing PT sessions with Will, and we just started hanging out, and like from there it just kind of started, it just sparked. So yeah. You ever had mental health stages throughout your life? Bad mental health stages? Yeah. In one of my recent videos I actually have spoken about it, so I'll link that down below with about all my struggles. But yeah, I definitely am going to be opening up more about it, helping you guys with how I'm dealing with it, and pretty much want to create like a community where people can feel loved and bring each other up, yeah. Thank you to everyone for all the nice comments on here as well. Like, you guys are so sweet. What do I ask for when I get my hair done? So I just have like some highlights kind of throughout it, very naturally and lightly, but I go to Edwards and Co at Budd Beach, and I see Emily, and she is amazing. So if you have blonde hair, brown hair, anything, if you just want that natural beachy look, go to her. She's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry that this makeup turned out really similar to my other makeup video. Thank you for asking all the questions that I got on my Instagram story, and yeah, let me know what other videos you want. I'm going to New York in 3 days, so going to New York with my best friends Isabel and Brandon. Yeah, we're going with Motor Society. I'm so excited. I'm going to be vlogging that one. Will texted me, how's packing? I'm supposed to be packing right now, but I thought, why not film a YouTube video? But I've got a few other videos coming on the way, so thank you for being patient. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.